Well, thank you very much for checking out my videos here on YouTube. I do greatly appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the shorts. So these are basically a quick little overview on what I'm doing, kind of a day-to-day type deal. They're not DIY items per se. They're essentially just kind of updates. So we're doing a 2013 Hyundai Genesis today. We're getting it ready for Turo. So we had the pre-safety done and the technicians have called brakes all the way around. So we've been doing back brakes on the weekend. We're going to get down to doing the front brakes now. I just thought I'd give a little overview to get an idea what their condition is. So in southern Ontario, we get a lot of road brine and salt, and we get it up with a lot of pitting and a lot of rust with the inside. Now normally I shoot for a set of coated rotors to kind of eliminate this. Unfortunately, they're just not available right now. On the back side, you can see that it's pretty heavily machined, and it's got a huge groove to it. So this rotor is definitely time to replace. I don't really have to measure it out. It is an aftermarket rotor to begin with, so it probably wasn't very expensive. So the fact that it's got some life out of it is pretty decent. Now the vehicle sat for an extended period of time, and you can tell that the pads here, they're at about 30% remaining. So again, they're getting due anyways. So regardless, if this was a maintenance item, I would probably do this year anyways. The pads are fairly inexpensive. The rotors on the aftermarket end are very reasonable. In fact, it's cheaper than machining the rotor by itself. This particular item is going to resolve a lot of things that I've got going on when we apply the brakes. We're getting a little bit of a little chalk on nail noise. We're getting a little bit of like a little grinding as well. It's very subtle. It's also something when you go into a parking area where you've got a wall next to it, when you're applying the brakes, you can actually physically hear the brakes closing and opening. So it's time to service them anyway. So again, it's one of those things where time to do it. Let's get her done.